But remember, years ago, David Somerville gave me this Bible.
Dave Somerville gave you this Bible?
Yeah, it says, to Robin from Dave, for her spiritual edification, with as much Christian love as I can muster. Do you know his parents were missionaries in China? Dave's parents were missionaries in China.
Dave Somerville's parents?
Mm-hmm. So he was very much a Christian. Didn't he come and visit you when you were in LA?
Yeah.
What about, you have to see this, it's a 1957 rock and roll Greyhound bus. That was his show. It says, this is from David, and it says, once again, thank you for your kindness and hospitality during our short visit, and thanks for the lays for my mommy. Tommy's number in Northridge, and he gave me your number. That was from David.
That was my number
when you were in Northridge.
In Northridge.
Because I panicked when they had the earthquake. Do you remember that earthquake in Northridge while you were there? I panicked and I didn't know how to get in touch with you because we wanted to know that you were okay. But now that I know you're going to live to 104, I'm not worried anymore. Do you remember that phone number?
213 was my area code.
You have a lot of stories. Do you know that my mother's good friend on Maui lived to 104, and she was driving until she was 102.
Really?
So there's a lot of hope for us. Just think, you're going to be driving Miss Daisy, you're going to be driving Jessica, because she's going to be old. She won't be able to drive it. You'll be at the wheel. Did you sell the Honolulu Cottage?
Yeah.
I love that cottage. It was so peaceful.
Tom Moffat gave me $1 for it.
Are you kidding?
I have the letter.
Are you serious? That was a 2-bedroom, beautiful cottage in Honolulu. And on the other side of your cottage, about 10 cottages away, Liz Taylor used to stay with her brother. And so her brother, Howard Taylor, started Taylor's Camp, which was a Hare Krishna nudist camp. And he was there for years. I don't know whether he's still there. Tell me about Jessica. Jessica is, how important is Jessica, John?
She's my life.
Yep. Absolutely. That's what keeps you going. But remember, you have to live to life and fill your life. How long, Tommy, how long did you pray to live? Till what age?
To 102.
Fantastic. So you'll still be alive and still be my friend till you're 102 or 4. 104. You'll make it to 104.
You're going to outlive us all.
Yep. Yep. You're going to be alive when we're long gone, so you better take care of us. What do you remember about Lori?
I remember that she had blonde hair.
Yep. And You still remember her as a little girl.
Yeah. But she's grown up now.
She's a mother
She's a mother,
of 3 boys.
3 boys. Laurie Mann.
Who were the ones that you enjoyed going on tour with? You remember Frankie Avalon?
Frankie Avalon. Is he still alive?
Yes. Who else was on tour? Just you and Frankie?
And the Platters.
Oh, okay.
Sydney, Australia. And I had a white suit that Cider Boy made me, and they tore it off me. And I wore Frankie Avalon's clothes for the rest of the tour in Australia and New Zealand.
Teddy Randazzo?
I remember Teddy Randazzo
From the time you were in Florida.
in Florida.
Did you live with them or?
I lived with him, and we wrote songs together.
Right. What songs did you write?
Back from the Exile,
And
48th Street's Favorite Child, The Other Side of Heaven.
I think I still have one of your albums. In fact, several of them that I used when I was doing TV. I remember using those album covers. Let's see. This one is about Michael W. Perry
Michael W. Perry.
and you just having fun on the radio.
Amy, Tom, and Bang.
Yeah. And this one, Tommy, is, would you believe Tommy Sands filling the occupancy of the Outrigger main showroom after the Society of 7? What to do? Apparently Tom Moffat, who traditionally leases the Outrigger, got the services of Sands, who, like you regulars remember, originally opening up that nightclub. You were the first one to open up that nightclub.
The
Outrigger main showroom.
the Outrigger main showroom.
Yeah. And this one says Johnny Todd won't be making the move with Don Ho to the international market. He will be conducting for another island star, Tommy Sands. Sands, by the way, is looking for a singer, a female singer, to co-star with him in his 2-month Outrigger return. I guess that's why you got Noelani.
Noelani Cipriano.
Right, exactly. And that's what this says. It says, I'm really looking forward to working again. Maybe by the time he returns home, he'll know. So you were out of Hawaii at that point, I guess. And this doesn't even have a date. This talks about Cecilio in your show at the Outrigger, that he's been presenting lays to the ladies. You know, this one, and in this week, in 1981, it says, teenage crush. Many young girls in the 50s and 60s had crushes on Tommy Sands. He was a good-looking singer who could also act, dance, and communicate, all with a caring smile. Can't believe that. And he makes his home in Hawaii and still does all of the above in his show. You were a hunk of a man. Now, I'm not sure. Oh, this is also in 81. And it also talks about Tom Selleck, who will guest star in the Jim Neighbors Christmas. But this same article says, today's birthday person, in August, I guess.
August 27th.
Okay. Today's birthday person, Tommy Sands, KKUA's top countdown host, and sometimes entertainer. Sands had a surprise birthday bash last Sunday at the home of Robin Mann. He didn't know that the party was in his honor, so he joined in singing happy birthday, and the celebrants included his wife Sheila, Melvin Lead, Joe Mundo of the Elise, you remember him?
Joe Mundo.
Noelani Cipriano, Dennis Grau, Ethel Azama, and Liz Hudson. Do you remember Liz?
Liz Hudson.
Yeah. So that was your birthday surprise party, but you didn't even know it was your birthday. I remember at Christmas, we'd always play the Toy Story. You remember that you did?
Babes in Toyland.
Babes in Toyland. And Laurie couldn't believe that it was you, because she always knew you as Uncle Tommy. And to see you in Babes in Toyland, every Christmas when she was growing up, we would play that.
She played Babes in Toyland?
Yeah, absolutely. And she would be here today, except that she's in LA and went to her son gave her tickets for Mother's Day to see Justin Timberlake. So that's where Laurie is, otherwise she'd be here, because she's always excited to see you. And she's never forgotten when she was 5 that you were there every day for her. Just amazing. The loyalty, the honesty, the compassion that you've always shown. That's what I love the most about you.
Thank you, Robin.
Did you watch the Elvis Presley movie?
No.
Do you remember Colonel Parker?
Mm-hmm.
And you told me that whatever was in the movie about Colonel Parker was not accurate because you felt that he was a good person.
That's right.
Did he manage you? Was he your manager?
Colonel Tom Parker.
Was he your manager at any time?
At one point, he was my manager.
Is he the one that discovered you?
Well, they did the Singing Idol,
Oh, okay.
and they tested all the country and western singers and the rock and roll singers, and they couldn't find anybody, so they called Colonel Parker, and he told them about me, and they flew me to New York, and I tested with Marion Doherty, and I got the role as the Singing Idol.
Ah, so that's when he was involved in your life.
Yeah.
But who's the one that, how did you get started in the business, in show business? When did you start?
I started at about the age of 5.
Doing what? Singing?
Hmm?
For whom? Family? For your mom? I remember meeting your mom.
You, Grace?
Yes, I do. She came here when you were living on Lumahai.
She did.
Yeah. But what got you involved? I mean, you were singing at age 5,
Yeah.
and you just kept it up, or were you in a show, or school plays, or who got you singing at age 5? Your mom?
No.
Who was it? You remember?
I don't remember.
You've had a good life, Tommy.
Thank you, Robin.
Any regrets? Things that you would have done or should have done?
No.